You're a real motherfucker. You know that? When I say Mike's hot, 3, 2, 1, that means don't fucking talk until we start the fucking show. Welcome to Brain Wreck. I'm Jason Adams.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the podcast that is one more bad day away to pulling the trigger and calling it a day.
Oh man. Wait, on the show or like dealer's choice?
Yeah, come on now.
I feel empty tonight.
You do?
I feel out of my element. I'm very out of my element right now.
Well, you had a tragedy in the family.
That's a fucked up way to put it.
But it's not untrue.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that it was the family.
Oh, okay. Well, like an adopted child.
Even still.
Right.
I would say an extension of myself is not with me.
Oh.
I'm bare in a way.
He is.
I'm barren.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I don't think so.
That explains a
I
lot.
hope not. Oh, wait, what would that explain?
Certain motivations, certain conversations, other things of that nature. But
I suppose
you are computerless.
Computerless.
Now you have to
usually I'm the the guy in the chair.
What?
That's my role on the show.
The man behind the curtain?
No, the guy in the
Wizard
chair.
of Oz?
The man in the chair. I'm the man in the chair. The guy that runs the computer.
The old man in the sea?
I'm Alfred.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Gee,
I get it now.
I should have played to your strengths on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I'm like the Alfred on the show where I look up all the shit, or I'm like the Oracle, except
Well,
I've got legs.
Oh, well, okay. And a penis.
And well, yes. Probably a more apt way to put it, I would say.
Yep. So you're
all I have is my phone, and that doesn't really do me any good tonight.
No. Does it ever?
No.
Are you a proponent of the phone? Like how often do you check your phone? Not often, because I text this motherfucker and he never gets back to me.
I respond fairly quickly. It depends. It depends on what I'm doing.
5 days
I will
is
say,
fairly quickly.
So here's the deal about the phone. It's not uncommon to not hear from me for a while.
You don't say.
Because I have this is the problem that I have is I'll be in the middle of doing something,
Right.
Whatever that something might be. It doesn't even matter,
Right.
and then I'll get a text, and it'll be something that'll elicit a response, or that should something I should respond to, or just like a general comment that the person would probably appreciate some sort of feedback on.
Just so that they don't feel like an asshole.
Just like acknowledging, their existence. And because I'm right in the middle of something, I'll get the little. See, I'm not wearing the watch tonight. But I'll get a little buzz on the watch. I'll get a little buzz in the pocket, and I'll pull it out, and I'll be like, "Oh man, like I should get back to them, but like I'm in the middle of this thing, and I don't want to like get into another thing." So I put the phone away, and then I go back, and because I have like a terrible short-term memory, I just forget, and because I cleared out the notification, I don't have anything to remind me. So one thing, I'll say this, one thing I have been doing more, and this has helped, is if somebody texts me and I know I can't respond right away, I won't clear out the notification. I'll just let it sit there. So the next time, see, that's a pro tip for all you kids out there that are bad at this shit.
You see, I had sent Kevin Graham a picture of something that I thought was funny.
Yeah.
Was something that I thought was get some lotion, brother.
I need lotion.
Come on. And I got a response to that picture 5 days.
It was not 5 days. It was not 5 days later. I'm gonna pull this up right now. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it was not 5 days. Okay, so let's see. You texted. Wow, we texted a lot recently, didn't we?
Like we're friends or
so you
something. I don't know.
No, okay. So you bullshit on you, my friend. Bullshit on you.
Okay.
You texted me April 6th with the picture in question, and I responded to you that Sunday. So it was.
What was the date?
April 8th.
2 days.
You said 5.
Yeah, I know, but still 2 fucking days.
That's a big difference from 2 to 5.
Not really.
That's like it wasn't even a full weekend.
In this
you
instant
texted
gratification
me,
world.
you know, to be fair, it wasn't even okay. No, it was a full 2 days, but still, I still rest my case. It was not 5 days. I was not that much of an asshole.
No, but you have been in the past. There have been.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. So answer your fucking phone. That's what it's there for. I am trying to rely less and less on the phone.
Yeah, me too.
Because to be perfectly honest, I don't do anything on the Book of Faces really.
I've given up on Facebook basically.
I don't do really anything on Twitter except for promote the show, and you can see how well that works.
Twitter is a dead. Well, I think Twitter really is a dead market.
Dead market.
It's a dead platform.
What's the new platform? What are the kids into?
Yeah, fucking acid.
Thank Christ, about time.
I honestly don't know, which is weird because I am a marketing professional, but the issue
Done
is
wonders for this show.
Believe me. Well, like, because I sit there and I try to make the case of like, yeah, you know, we should advertise on Facebook or we should advertise like here and here and here, and they're like Instagram, and then like you do it and it's like, man, like ain't shit happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't like because here's the thing, there's no code to it.
Right.
Anybody who's like, we've cracked the code on how to be successful on social media, bullshit. The only way to crack the code is to have a time machine and to go back 15 years.
Because then you can crack the code.
Because then you can crack the code because the shit just came out.
Right.
And, like, when it came out, it was, like, the fucking Wild West. Mm-hmm. And people were doing all sorts of shit on it. And
banging
they were,
each
like,
other.
Banging each other, like, sharing all sorts of, like, fun stuff. Mm-hmm. And there were no regulations, and you could do whatever you wanted. And then everybody was like, hey, you know what we can do? We can monetize this shit.
Yep.
So then what do you got to do now? You got to appease the advertisers. So it's like, oh, we're not going to allow all this stuff happening anymore.
Yeah, we're going to take all you conservative cocksuckers. You can go away.
You know, there was a time where I would be like, you know, I think they're just like complaining a little bit, but like with what I do in my day-to-day job.
Oh, no, it's a legit thing.
It's a legit thing. Like and no joke, I just went through that this past weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they want to stifle the conservative agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, normally, because like I'm not a conservative, and like I do lean a little bit more liberal, but like I don't consider myself a liberal
considering where you work.
Right. But like I try not to associate myself with the liberals, just because like they're really no better.
Right.
And there was a time where like there'd be the whole like, oh, social media is stifling my First Amendment right to be a conservative in America, and I'd be like, oh, stop complaining, you fucking bitch. And then like when I try to do my day job and we get shut down, I'm like, fuckers were right.
Yeah, right. They're not wrong.
They're not wrong.
There needs to be a third party. There needs to be the Democrat, the Republican.
There are third parties.
Well, not real ones.
But we need to like establish like just like a full force third party.
Yeah, you need the Democrat, the Republican, and reasonable.
Reasonable.
Yes.
Okay. Like to really like encapsulate the middle.
Yeah, like what I consider probably about 80% of the country is reasonable.
I would say that.
And they look at this shit and they're just like, what a bunch of cocksuckers.
The problem I see too is because again, like
not to get too political on it.
I mean, this is the political show, don't you know? Being like doing social media for work, like I just see so much dumb shit that people say and that people follow, and I'm like, why? Like why would you think that way? That's not smart. And then
Christy says you ignore her funny text daily. Just for the record.
I mean, I feel like, though, I have a case for that because
they're not funny?
No. Oh, God. Why would you say such a
Those are your
thing,
words,
sir?
not mine.
I never said that at all. How dare you, sir? You bite your tongue. But no, because I feel like, you know, we end up seeing each other later on. We converse about it in person.
Sorry, Christy. I tried.
What was I talking about?
I don't remember.
Oh, the fucking middle ground thing.
Right.
Like there are like I do agree with you when you say like the majority of America is reasonable, but the problem is those reasonable people, they're silent.
That's right.
Because they look at this shit and they go, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go do something productive with my life. I'm not going to worry
either
about
that or
that
I'm
shit.
just like, ain't my problem.
Ain't my fucking problem.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
Ooh.
that was a nice synchronized break there.
I'm not drinking either.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a while that I haven't drank on the show.
Yeah, I know. I thought life was going better for you.
You know what I feel like? I feel like when I'm not doing well emotionally, I don't drink.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're the, you prefer the pain. You prefer the grit.
Oh,
you
jeez,
prefer
that's
the,
fucking broody.
well, I mean, those are your words, not mine.
I didn't. Was this just the shove words in Kevin's mouth show? Is this what this is?
That's your words, not mine. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, that time it would apply.
But I don't remember what we were just talking about.
I was talking about my lack of alcoholic beverage. I'm drinking water to stay hydrated.
Yeah, which is probably what I should be doing.
Right.
I'm 90% sure I got food poisoning last night.
How did you get food poisoning?
So
Wait, hang on. I want to table that discussion. Let's go back to it.
Yeah.
What's the status on the bike?
no bike.
No bike?
No bike.
Have we checked on this?
Dude, I become like a goddamn Nazi. Well, not like a real Nazi.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Do I need to punch you in the face right now?
I
mean,
not.
I know we went political.
I am food
but bro,
poisoning.
do I need to punch you in the face right now?
Okay, I'm like goddamn USSR. How about that?
So you're a commie?
Sure. Whatever you want to call it. Those are your words, not mine. I've been checking the Target ads on a weekly basis because they come out weekly.
Uh-huh.
But then halfway through the week, I found this website that bootlegs the upcoming Target sales.
What?
Like, it's kind of like, you know how, like, they have the Black Friday ads, but if you go to blackfriday.com, you can see the ads in advance kind of thing. So they got that for Target. So
Because
they
put them all together in advance.
Right. So I'm like, come on, bike. And, like, I'm going through the ad, and then there's no bike, and I'm like, fuck! And then... But then, like, the actual ad will come out, and I'll be like, well, maybe they fucked up. Let me double check again. And then I'll go through it, and it's the same.
And it's just double sadness.
Exactly.
Okay.
So no bike.
No bike.
I have a plan.
How is your plan?
Not good.
Oh. A plan for the bike?
A plan for the bike.
Okay.
Where by a certain time, because as you folks may or may not have heard, the world's largest toy store is going out of business, which is the Toys R Us. They have adult bikes.
They do, yes. We touched upon this briefly whenever the last time we touched upon it.
Okay. So I'm just waiting for them to actually go on clearance because 10% is not clearance.
Yep.
It's not a deal.
Yep.
Fuck off. So whatever comes first, the chicken or the egg, is what I'm going to go with.
You're going to go with. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to give myself...
Which one's the chicken in this scenario?
Which is a good one.
Well...
I mean, I eat eggs every day. And actually, I eat chicken every day because of my wife. So I got no horse in this fight.
I think you are in this fight.
Right, I am.
You have a bike in this fight.
I have a bike in this fight. Yeah,
so
horsepower.
Target is the chicken, or is it the egg? Because Target came first. But which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Right. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass on this one.
Good call.
I'm not getting into an evolutionary fight with the viewers. But
okay.
To go back on the other subject, so I think I got food poisoning.
How did you why do you think you got food poisoning?
Because I thought I was dying last night.
Okay.
And I still feel like I'm sort of like if last night is 100%, I feel like I'm dying. Today I feel like I should probably be in the ER a little bit.
Okay, or like you're in recovery.
In recovery.
All right.
Like I just had the colonoscopy. I'm waiting to fart.
That's whoa. Okay. Been there.
So you can relate.
Yeah. Okay. So what? All right. Let's unpack this a little bit. So, like, at what point did you start feeling sick? And then did you just, we're not to get graphic, but did you like shit your brains out?
Well, hold on. Well, let me. I'm a guy who can tell a story, so let me tell a story.
Well, okay, fine. We'll do it your way.
Exactly. So, follow me on Twitter. So every Tuesdays,
I
go over to my mom's house and we have our family dinner. Well, my mom didn't feel like cooking, so she's like, hey, let's all go out to the Chinese buffet. Okay, so we go down to the Chinese buffet, and everyone's happy. Everyone's having a good time. Everyone's eating plates and stuff. And going to the Chinese buffet, like, I hadn't really eaten.
Right.
So, like, my stomach was doing, like, the kind of gurgly, kind of eat itself kind of thing. And I'm like, oh, I'm ready for this Chinese buffet.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Brother,
I'm
hungry. Been there before.
Exactly. So we get to the Chinese buffet, and I start eating. And I go through the first plate.
What do you go with first? How do you attack your Chinese buffet?
Okay, so we have a specific Chinese buffet that we go to when we go to a Chinese buffet.
I feel like that's a common thing for everybody. Like, everybody has
that
their
one spot.
Chinese buffet.
So at this Chinese buffet, they have one thing that is fucking out of this world. It's probably the worst thing in the fucking world for you. But it's called the hot and spicy chicken. Okay? It is neither hot nor spicy. Okay?
Fits the name.
So what it is chicken that looks like it would be hot and spicy.
Okay.
But really it's just in like a pineapple glaze. Oh. And it's, crispy, fried up chicken in the pineapple glaze. Okay. Fucking delicious, right? So I'll usually get some of that.
Right.
I usually get some sesame chicken.
Okay.
I usually get some like sweet and sour chicken.
Okay.
And then I'll get some lo mein as the first course, right?
How many courses do you go?
Usually I'll do 2 and like a 2 and a dessert kind of thing.
I feel like that's pretty standard.
Yeah.
I'll try to knock out 3 if I can.
If you're feeling it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll usually go, like, if I'm feeling 3, I'll usually go what they have, the Mongolian barbecue.
Yeah. See, I know where you're talking about.
Exactly.
They got the good shit.
They do got the good shit. So I go back and I eat this food, and right away, after completing the plate, I'm like, I don't feel right.
Oh.
And it's not like the stomach. I feel like lightheaded.
Huh.
And like for a minute I'm like, am I diabetic? Like I don't think so.
Okay.
But maybe I am, because like that's a lot of sugar. It's a lot of starches, things of that nature. So naturally I go out for another plate.
Because you gotta kind of balance it all out.
Right. You gotta take the good, take the bad, and they have diabetes.
Diabetes.
So normally I would go up and get something different.
Right.
But I'm like, all right, let's just keep it simple. Let's go round 2, same thing. So I get
same thing.
You
got burned, and you were like, just give me more.
Well, I thought maybe it was my fault. I had to...
What would have been your fault?
Diabetes.
Like, just like, damn, my shitty body.
Right, exactly. So I was like, well, they just brought out fresh of everything I just got.
Yeah.
So let me try round 2 of fresh.
Maybe like the other one had been sitting out for a while.
Exactly. That was the thought.
Yeah.
So I get round 2 of fresh, and I eat like half of it. Like I can't even fucking finish it, and I'm miserable. Like I just feel lightheaded. I feel whatever case may be. So everybody else finishes. We go back to my mom's just to hang out for like the rest of the night, and I felt fine once we got there.
Yeah.
Feel fine once we got there. Come home, do a little bit of work, that kind of thing. Kids put to bed. Get ready to go to bed. And, get ready and all this stuff. And as soon as I lay down, everything just kind of settled.
Ooh, been there.
And when everything kind of settles, it feels like a fucking brick in my stomach.
Yep.
And I'm just like, holy fuck, what is this? So like I jump up immediately after laying down, and I'm just like, oh God. Like it's not a feeling like I have to shit.
Right.
But it's a feeling of intense pain, like in my gut. And I'm like, let me go get some Tums.
Yeah.
So I go and get some Tums, and I take some Tums, and I'm like, okay, well, that's supposed to do something. I don't know what, acids and bases and chemistry and what the fuck. So
science. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all,
it's part of the plan.
Yeah.
So
plan.
Those are your words, not mine.
No.
So I go back to lay down again, because I like, okay, I took the Tums, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna get through this kind of thing.
Power through it.
So I go lay back down again. Fucking no.
Nope.
Not happening. Not
Okay.
happening. So I'm like, okay, well, let me just get rid of this thing. So, I go to the bathroom and I'm just waiting and just waiting and just waiting. And
trying to
I've,
duke.
I've played 5 games of Words with Friends. And like,
Wait, hold up. You still play Words with Friends?
Well, yeah, I'm fucking like a top ranked competitor.
Yeah, out of what, like the 25 people that are still playing?
You cannot give up the throne.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Give it up.
While you're on the throne. So
it's worthy. Okay.
So and I quickly realized this isn't gonna go away.
Yeah.
I'm stuck with this thing, whatever it is. So instead of like going back into the bed and like getting up, going back into bed, getting up, that kind of thing, I decided, let me try the couch. Maybe the couch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Different position.
Right.
Different level of comfort.
So I get out onto the couch and I'm able to position myself just so that my back is up against the side of the couch.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of lifted a little bit.
Yeah.
My upper body's up.
You're shifting that brick.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm putting the brick in a more reasonable position.
Right.
Okay. So I'm able to get some sleep.
Uh-huh.
Then I wake up in the morning and I've just it's still there.
Right.
But it's like if I was dealing with a brick, it feels like I'm just dealing with the lower half of the brick at this point. So and that's fine, and I can deal with that. So I've been dealing with that for most of the day, except when lunch came.
Mm-hmm.
Because for lunch, I was actually in the office today, and I got myself a cheeseburger. And let me tell you something, that grease from that cheeseburger was not a good idea.
What happened to your diet? I thought you had a game plan, man.
I had a game plan.
What happened?
But I realized the game plan will only take me so far until I can get the exercise. So I need the bike.
No.
Once I get the bike,
you can do.
I'll do the game plan, and then it'll be a full circle, and then I'll turn out.
You gotta come into that bike though with burning momentum.
I'll be burning, all right.
I think you will.
And I'll be
burning butthole.
I'll be a summer chicken.
I don't know. Right now, you're looking more like an egg.
You're trying to call me Danny DeVito?
I mean, you're not far off.
Wow.
So, okay. So, what was the end result?
I'm still dealing with it. What do you mean? Trying to fucking numb it with this fucking alcohol. What do you mean?
But it hasn't gone away.
No.
But it's still... It hasn't gotten worse.
It has not gotten worse.
Okay.
So that is on the upside. It's and it made me wonder, like, how often would you say a year you eat Chinese food? Asian American food, in my bad.
You can call it Chinese food.
Nah, I don't think you can. Not in this political climate.
Not in this climate. I mean, Christy and I, we eat Chinese food somewhat regularly. I think her more than I do because she really enjoys Chinese food. So, if I'm unavailable for dinner that night, she might go get some, or Mike will get some on lunch. Mm-hmm. This really doesn't explain my Chinese food eating.
No, I'm waiting.
I would say, maybe 5 to 10 times a year.
5? That's it?
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you the last time I had Chinese food.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it seems like such a good idea.
It does, doesn't
and then
it? Because it's simple.
99% of the time, it's fucking let down.
I think because you got to go to the right place.
Well, I've got the right place.
You think you got the right place.
Oh. You going to tell me different?
I don't know. Because I feel like everybody kind of has their place, but it's like, yeah, you got your place, but is it the right place? You have your place.
Right.
I'm saying.
Now, do you think the buffet do you think
like, oh, God. This is it. The show's over.
But Elizabeth?
Oh,
no. We get other Asian food more often.
But that's not Chinese food.
Right.
The question
that wasn't the question.
Yeah. But I guess that's still relevant.
Japanese and Thai. Oh, Thai.
Thai food's maybe like 5 times a year.
Rock and roll 8 days a week.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I miss that guy. There was... I can't really remember the last time I had Thai food. Japanese, we get probably 5 times a year, something like that. Yeah, but either way, I think it's a letdown. I think I need to. I think food has become like most food you see and you look at it and you're like, oh man, is a letdown. I would say probably 90% of visually appealing food is a letdown.
Here is when I realized I'm becoming old.
Okay. When you didn't get your cheesecake?
That was part of it.
Okay.
But there was a point in time where you could show me like just a plate of it with a mountain of food on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, I'm gonna put my face in that,
right?
And I'm gonna put that in me. And that was sort of the process I would go through. And
It's a weird process.
Oh man, it got weird.
Okay.
Like every time.
Sure.
Like you ever eat a burrito by yourself in the place you bought it from?
I mean, sure. I go to Taco Bell.
Yeah, but like, have you ever sat there by yourself eating a burrito, like a big burrito, not Taco Bell burrito?
Oh, you're talking like a Moe's or a Chipotle
like a fucking football-sized burrito.
Okay.
Eating it by yourself in the place you bought it from.
Crying.
You know who does that? Psychopaths.
Right.
I was that psychopath. That was me at one point in life.
Okay.
And now, so like one of my coworkers the other day, he went and he got Mexican food and he got like a burrito bowl. And it was literally just like a takeout box with just food shoveled into it. I was like, what'd you get? He was like, oh man, I got the fucking like pork, like burrito bowl. And he's like in love with this thing.
Sure.
And I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's fucking disgusting.
Right.
Like, and I thought about it and I'm like, oh my God, what's happening to me? like there was a point in time where I would see that and be like, I'm gonna put that in me.
Right.
And like I see that stuff now, and I'm just like, it's not appealing anymore.
It comes with experience because you know that A, it's not going to be as good as it looks.
No, it's not.
Which it never fucking is.
Yeah.
B, you know the consequences.
Yes.
And C, I mean, in this economy, who's got that kind of money?
Well, it's funny too because so Monday I had to travel for work. So a coworker of mine and we had to drive downstate, and we were down in New Paltz, and we stopped off to get lunch, and we're like, where do you want to go? Like, I was like, I don't give a shit. I don't know where the fuck we are.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just go anywhere that's serving food. Get this shit over with. So we go to this like little diner, and they had a double cheeseburger where they had 2 grilled cheese sandwiches as buns.
Ah, yeah, I've done that before.
And so my coworker, he got a quad burger, and I was like, you know what? Like, I know I shouldn't eat this, but like, I kind of go for the experience.
Right.
And I'm like, maybe that's what it's about. Maybe it's not about the taste.
It's about the experience.
It's about the experience to say, yeah, I ate this, because let me tell you something. It tasted like shit.
It's not good.
But damn, did I feel like I accomplished something huge when I shoved that whole thing into my mouth.
It's amazing you say that, because if you remember back in the day, I don't know if they still do this. They might still do this. We don't have one around here anymore. Ruby Tuesdays.
Oh, yeah.
Used to have the 1 pound, or no, the 2 pound burger with the pound of patty, Big Mac style kind of thing. Back, I was still in high school, I think. I would get this goddamn thing.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a matter of if I would finish it, it was trying to beat my record time to finish it.
Oh, brother.
And
you're giving me heartburn. Oh, my God. Oh, man.
And we would go there probably twice a month.
Right.
So twice a month, I would get this fucking thing, and I'd try to outdo myself before. And it was the same way when I was littler. We would go to Wendy's, and me and my friend would go to Wendy's, and we would both get the triple.
Right.
And while you get the triple, you get, what was Waggy's? Biggie?
I think, yeah, you Biggie size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we would get the Biggie fries, and we would get a Biggie Frosty on top of that. And we would just go until...
Well, that's the thing. When you're a kid, you can do that.
Right.
Because, like, what child has a proper diet? Like, especially when...
I mean, that's why diabetes is on the rise.
Well,
but I mean,
unfortunately, yeah. But, like, especially when they're able to, like, go out and buy their own food.
Right.
Like a teenager. Like,
oh, I remember
what
fucking
teenager has...
saving my lunch money so I could go to Little Caesars instead after
God.
fucking school. And walk home with a goddamn pizza almost every day.
We had Papa John's not too long ago. And I gave, so we ordered 2 pizzas from Papa John's because they were the only one open, and I gave one of the like there was like half a pizza left with like one of them. I gave it to Christy's brother just because I was like, I don't want this. Get it out of my house. Like, just at least take one, because if they're both here, I'll eat them all.
Right.
And it's already shit to begin with.
Right.
So yeah, I was like, go.
Right.
So I pawned that off, and I was like, man, I shouldn't eat these like last 4 slices of garlic, but I'm gonna eat them.
But you're gonna eat them.
I'm gonna eat them.
Right.
It just didn't feel well afterwards.
No.
But like it was like that sense of pride. Like I still like even
There's
though
a strange
like,
accomplishment.
Yeah, there's still like a strange accomplishment from eating all that food. Like, I will say one thing. The one thing I could still destroy is Taco Bell.
Oh yeah, you get the 10 tacos, right?
Yeah, so like we went over to some friends' apartment the other day, and we just brought like $50 worth of Taco Bell.
Jesus Christ!
And at least $25 worth of it was just for me. And it's like the only.
Chrissy didn't sleep that night, apparently.
No. I won't blow anybody's spot.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so
yeah, but like Taco Bell is still the only thing that I can just put down and not think twice about it. Like, I eat it and I'm like, the taste is like there's really no taste to Taco Bell. You add the taste with the sauce.
It's pretty plain, yeah.
Yeah, and the portions are small enough to where you can eat a lot and not be full. It's kind of like Chinese food.
And it's reasonably priced.
Yeah, like you get a lot of fucking food for $50 at Taco Bell.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, and the weird thing about Taco Bell is they'll have the same thing on the menu twice with a different name.
Yeah, they totally do. like that's the best part.
All the time, it's like, well, I could have a cheesy bean and rice burrito, or I could get the supreme. Wait, what's in the supreme? Oh, cheese, bean, and rice.
Oh yeah, it's the same thing. Or instead of getting the meal, you get just like the menu item in the meal, and then you get like the drink separately,
and it's cheaper.
And it's way cheaper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially if you go during happy hour.
Wait, what?
You don't know this?
Happy hour at Taco Bell?
Yeah, you don't know this?
I mean, oddly enough, we drove past Taco Bell the other night, and it was like dinner time.
Mm-hmm.
And we were jokingly like, oh, we should stop at Taco Bell. And it was like, you think we'll be able to get a seat? And as we drove by, we were like, oh, fuck, there ain't no way we're going to get a seat in there. Like, it was packed at like 5:30.
From 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. daily.
What?
There you have a deal where, like, back in the day, it was... I don't know what it is now. It might be the same or not the same. Any medium drink, including their fucking Frosties and shit, $1 for a medium drink.
Okay.
Then they had their grillers,
right?
$1.
Oh.
Yeah. So you just load up on them bitches.
You're talking my language.
Yeah. Exactly.
You can like put that stuff in the freezer.
You save it for a rainy day.
Save for later that night.
Exactly.
Griller popsicle.
Interesting.
Have you had one?
No.
Can't say they're gross.
Oh.
That's the science behind that.
That is all the endorsement I need to do that. I was going to bring something up, but now I forgot.
Was it about food?
It was about food.
Oh,
but
man.
I can't fucking remember.
Yeah,
now I remember.
Oh, okay.
What would you rate? Because we were just talking about how Papa John's is gross.
Right.
The commercial pizza chains.
Oh God.
How would you rate them? I'll give you the rundown.
Okay.
Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Little Caesars, Domino's, and I feel like I'm forgetting one.
I feel like if they're,
I think there's another
I think
one.
that's really it.
All right. Well, just for fuck's sake, we'll throw in Sbarro's.
Sbarro's. Man, I haven't had Sbarro's in years.
Or because you're not a fool and don't want to pay $10 for a fucking slice of pizza.
Exactly. Just for that, I feel like Sbarro's goes in like the bottom.
Right.
Regardless. Domino's is up top.
It's pretty good, right?
It's for what it is.
And
it's the best out of the bunch. Plus, that's what they had up in Oswego. They had better pizza places to go, but because Domino, you could use your like student credits.
Oh, really?
Well, not like the credits you earned for class.
Oh, well, right.
Yeah.
Let me just give away my future for fucking...
oh, my God. I need a slice right now, man.
Fuck English literature.
Fuck English lit, man. Fuck Earth's Fury, man. I'm about to go Fury on this fucking slice, dude. No, there was like a... Because you could load money on your student ID and use that as sort of like a credit card. Mm-hmm. And they were like one of the only places that would accept it. It's like Domino's up top. Fuck, man, that's tough.
I mean, any way you look at it, any way you slice it,
fuck you.
You're gonna need some Tums after this motherfucker.
Pizza. The last time I had Pizza Hut, I felt utterly disgusted with myself.
I got the runs. It was terrible.
I put that down at the bottom. Yeah. Little Caesars. Last time I had that, it wasn't as bad.
Little Caesars is interesting because if you have it enough, you crave it.
Right. Plus, they've got the $5 hot and readies.
$5 hot and readies. So they got the new $6 extra mostis.
What?
Do you know about this?
No.
Oh.
Do tell.
So, you got the $5 hot and readies, right?
Right.
If you add a fucking dollar onto this motherfucker, you get, if you get cheese, you get 3 times cheese.
What?
If you get pepperoni, you get 3 times pepperoni.
Game changer.
Game changer.
Game changer.
For our
number 2 spot. Right there. Immediate number 2 spot.
Uh-huh. Extra most.
Okay. Yeah, so like I'd go like Domino's, Little Caesars, but Papa John's.
Just they'll try to scam you though, just to let you know.
How?
Because what they'll do is you go up to the fucking window or motherfucking place, right? And you'll be like, I want cheese and I want pepperoni, I want hot and ready's, right?
Right.
And they're like, do you want to upgrade to the extra most? And you say, no, I don't. And they're like, well, it's going to be another 5 minutes for your regular hot and ready's, but I got extra most now.
Oh, shit. That's some smart sailing.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you upgrade, you get your shit.
Smart sales.
If you say no, they got a hot and ready just like off to the side, like ready to go for you anyway. So they're trying
to work you over.
They're trying to pull some shit. But it's still fucking delicious.
Salesmanship.
Anyway, continue.
But yeah, so Little Caesars, then Papa John's, only because they got that garlic sauce.
They got that cookie pie too. What?
Huh? The cookie pie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What? Fuck you.
No. I'm saying not a fan.
Clearly.
Yeah.
And I think you need to find Jesus or something. Fuck.
Man, I found him.
And a cookie pie?
He didn't have anything good to say.
And a grilled cheese?
That's
like, where'd you find him?
Yeah, he was in the middle of my double burger grilled cheese concoction.
Right. Okay, so you got Domino's, Little C's, Papa John's,
right,
and then the Hut at the end.
Yeah, and fuck Sbarro's.
They don't count.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair lineup.
I feel
The thing is though, Domino's is not. They fuck up with the crust. Here's the deal.
How? What do you mean? I was remember they had good crust.
The crust is delicious the day you get it. If you try to heat that motherfucker up the second day, you're gonna have some problems.
Just don't heat it up.
Eat it cold?
Oh man, have you ever eaten cold pizza?
I have eaten cold pizza.
It is delicious.
I don't know, like, and the thing is, like with the Domino's crust, like you gotta wipe your hands off, like 11
all,
times.
Fucking garlic dusty and
exactly.
Shit. Yeah.
So like you take a piece, you wash your hands. You take a piece, you wash your hands.
Yeah.
You know,
you just snort around the edge of it.
Well, I mean, if you want to.
Yeah.
If it's a party, I mean,
who doesn't like a party?
Jesus.
Pretty sure Jesus partied.
All right. So, did we have another story?
I was, this was the problem. So I've been trying to come up with a story of the week.
Okay.
I am computerless, so I can't quickly browse. But I was trying to do a little bit of web searching on my phone earlier.
Okay.
Here's a fun fact.
Yep.
I mean, like, there's shit going on in the world right now. Mm-hmm. Like, but for what we would really focus on and talk about,
right?
There ain't shit going on.
No,
like the level of
nothing that matters.
Well, stuff that matters is happening, but like nothing that matters to us.
That is so true.
Yeah,
and that is all that matters in the grand scheme of things.
I thought I might have had one thing here a minute ago. If I can find it. Did I close it? Let's see. Nope, they're trying to get me to buy shit.
What are they, Little Caesar into?
They what?
Little Caesars you?
They're
trying to
upgrade me. Yeah. So here's a bit of a fun story for the kids. Mm-hmm. More of a cautionary tale, if you will.
Really?
Police. Man robs wait, what is that? Where? It's spelled differently in the title and in the caption. So I'm just going to say, man robs Rhode Island. Or wait, what? Police say...
Oh, you are so fucking prepared. I can't even fucking take it, man.
Okay, like the shit's spelled wrong. It's not my fault. Here we go.
Who's the editor on this article?
Yeah. I call shenanigans.
Okay.
A Derby man's fixation on pop singer Taylor Swift led him to rob a bank last week, drive to her Rhode Island home and throw money over a fence to impress her, police said Tuesday. It seems he wanted to propose to her. Police spokesman Lieutenant Patrick Lynch said of Bruce Rowley, but she wasn't home when he went there. He said he threw some of the money over the fence to impress her. When the singer failed to show, Rowley decided to drive home. Rhode Island troopers spotted his vehicle and pursued him into Connecticut, where Rowley was apprehended.
Okay.
We didn't know about Taylor Swift until our officers picked him up from the state police to drive him back to Rhode Island. He began to talk about it in the cruiser. According to police records, Rowley spontaneously uttered on the ride back that he went to Rhode Island to meet Swift, who police said apparently knows nothing about Rowley. Once at her $17 million Watch Hill mansion, Rowley tossed some of the stolen $1,600.
Oh my God!
Over the fence to find her. Or for her to find, rather.
Right.
He told police. He also mentioned he planned on donating some of the money he stole to the local police department.
Okay. Well, I mean, good intentions, maybe.
How so?
Well, he's going to donate. He's a modern-day motherfucking Robin Hood.
He's
who wants to get laid.
Okay, first of all, he's stealing from... we'll say the rich.
Sure.
To give to the rich.
Yep.
And the police. Well,
that's like, I don't know. Ingenious?
Ingenious?
Yeah.
That's what you would call it?
I don't fucking know.
Dumb as fuck?
Yeah, sure.
The thing, and like they don't really get into, like his real reasoning behind it, other than he wanted to impress her and possibly marry her.
Right, which is basically like saying, I really want this horse. Okay? But to impress this horse, let me give this horse some hay. But this horse lives in a fucking whole barn full of fucking hay. Like, you're giving a rich person... You didn't know where I was going with that.
I didn't know where you're going with that. I was like, well, horses eat hay, so the horse would probably appreciate it.
Yeah, except if it already had a bunch of fucking hay. It ain't going to pay attention to your hay.
You didn't start...
Unless it's a big...
Unless
it's an oversized hay.
Oh.
So
if he dropped, like, an oversized hay barrel on her front lawn... she probably would have been like, you know what?
That's inappropriate.
I could get so she wouldn't have wanted to go roll in the hay.
I don't know where we are with this.
I don't know either, but I'm not going to lie, I was kind of getting into it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I was hoping to try to, like, really get into this guy's head and figure out, like, why, like, what's, like, I want to know what snapped.
That's a good question, because he's obviously a psychopath.
Or maybe not. Maybe he's like a gentle guy who really thought that this was a good idea.
Here's the thing. Here's something that you have to understand, and I think anybody who who has some sort of like fawning for a celebrity or something like that. Like, you have to understand, you have to know yourself first, okay? And you have to understand what your limits are, okay?
Okay.
So back when we were workers, right? We would share locker rooms with very attractive women, right? Well, moderately attractive women. But at the same time, because some of them, come on now. At the same time, you're like, she is going from place to place to place to place, getting hitting on by A, B, C, D, E, F, G locker room.
Oh yeah,
right.
Like every guy in every locker room.
Right. So you have to know yourself to say, with my personality, can I tolerate that?
Wait, what? Can you tolerate?
Can you tolerate somebody that you would be with being hit on by so many people on a constant basis? And if you say no to that, well, then you know that you are in the wrong business.
Okay.
Get out of the wrestling business.
That was the moral of that story. Okay. That was a weird place to land, but I guess I'm glad we went there.
I think that's my advice for everybody.
just stay out of the business?
Stay out of the wrestling
At the end of the
business.
day, just stay out of the business. Okay. Fair.
You'll be so much happier. I am so much happier. You don't ever seem to be happy.
I'm happy in small doses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift doses?
Are
you a fan of T Swift?
No.
Not even her earlier stuff?
No, fuck her.
Okay. All right. Well, so you're saying that you're with me because guys won't hit on me, says my wife. No, I am with you because you are a lovely person. You are the love of my life, and you are probably one of the only sane persons I know. So there. And you're beautiful.
Oh man, I can't even make fun of you. Shit.
Nailed it.
Fucker.
So I'm going to close this out
Okay.
with the picture I texted you.
Yeah, we can talk about this.
I want to talk about this. So here's a story. We have small children.
You have small children.
In the house.
I don't have small children.
No, because you're not fertile.
As we established at the top of the show, apparently.
Correct. So watching the television set with my children, I'm a hardworking man. I like to spend time with my children as well. So, and we are Disney fans. So we will watch the Disney Junior, as it were, which will have mindless shows about friendship, and there's a schizophrenic girl that talks to her toys.
What?
And there's...
I did that too.
Yeah. And there's this show, maybe you can help me make heads or tails of this. There's this fucking show on there that the concept, I can't fucking wrap my head about.
Lay it on me.
It's a superhero show.
Okay, makes
called
sense.
The PJ Masks.
I have heard of the PJ Masks.
Okay.
Aren't the PJ Masks French?
No.
No? I thought that was like a French show.
No.
Am I thinking of a different show?
I don't know what the fuck you're thinking of.
I'm gonna look this up.
So
continue.
Look up the PJ Masks. So the PJ Masks consists of 3 friends, 2 guys and a girl.
Yeah.
Who turn into superheroes by night.
Okay.
Hence PJ.
Right.
And they wear masks, so you can get that, right?
I was able to put all of that together.
Christy is saying yes, they are French.
Boom.
Well, neither of you have children, so I don't think that applies to anything. But anyway, I don't understand, because here's what'll happen. Here's the concept of the show. They go to school, right?
Right.
And say they're like, we're going to take a field trip to the museum.
It was based on the picture book Les Pajamas. That was French.
That was sexy.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
I'm going to lay that down later.
So anyway, so they have, so like they'll say like, we're going to a field trip to the museum.
Right.
And then they'll get to the museum and they're like, oh, the dinosaur skeleton was stolen.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is a job for the PJ Masks, right?
Sure.
So they fucking put their power rings together or whatever the fuck they do, turn into their alter egos, and then it becomes nighttime.
Right.
Where they fight the villain.
Yeah.
To get the dinosaur fucking thing back. But then when they get the dinosaur fucking thing back,
yeah,
it turns back into day.
Yeah.
And they're back on the field trip.
Yeah.
What's the timeline?
It's a kid show, man. You're overthinking.
No.
You're overthinking.
Well, this is what I want to know.
Okay.
Are they going on? Is nighttime like Earth 2?
Oh, like shit! Like they're going into a new dimension.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like, I don't understand. Like, they need to explain this to me.
Or maybe, like, they're conjuring up, like, a standstill where the universe turns into nighttime, which it's really not night. It's really just, like, a dark cloud over the universe.
It's like the Upside Down and shit.
It's like the Upside Down where, like, they're in, like, a mirror dimension where, like, they're still on Earth 1, but they're, like, fighting within this other universe within the universe. Then, like, they're solving all these, like, mysteries and shit.
I mean, that's the only thing I've come up with.
Yeah.
It's got to be the multiverse, right?
I wouldn't say it's necessarily a multiverse, just, like, another... It's kind of like, you know, how, like, the mirror dimension, like, it's like people are, like, can see us, but, like, we can't see them because, like, they're standing next to us, but, like, they're behind, like, this fucking, like, force.
Are we talking about Star Wars?
What? No, man. Like, the different force. There's multiple forces.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
This is not what I brought up to talk about. At all.
We went there, though.
Yeah. So, like, if you can figure it out, email us at...
Brain Wreck Show?
Yeah, the show's not over yet, though, but if you know, fucking give us a shout.
We'll lay it on you later.
Yeah. So, I'm watching the show, or I'm watching the Disney Junior Network, and a show comes on, and it's the fucking Muppet Babies.
The Muppet Babies.
And I remember fucking watching the Muppet Babies when I was a goddamn kid.
They rebooted it.
They rebooted it, and it's all computer and fucking whatever.
CG.
And there's, like, a new Muppet that, like, nobody knows who it is, because it's not, and half the Muppets are missing. But I digress, whatever the case may be. I'm still happy that, like, I was a big proponent of the Muppet Show when it came back, even though it wasn't funny. I just happy to see Muppets on my fucking TV.
Yeah.
And
just happy that Kermit's got a job again.
Exactly. He's a hard-working frog.
He's a hard-working frog, indeed. It ain't easy making that green.
So I'm watching this episode with my kids. And basically the premise is the new Muppet that nobody knows who it is obviously the new kid on the block kind of thing. And it's a girl. And then they're all sitting at the table drawing. They're all making pictures, right? And the new girl does like a very like professional looking drawing, and everyone's like, "Wow, you've got talent."
Clearly, she didn't draw that.
Clearly, like no fucking like 2-year-old has that kind of talent. But then Miss Piggy is jealous of the new girl, right? Because her drawing is basically a bunch of scribbles. And of course, they have to have the girl-on-girl conflict because that's, you know, no girls can actually like each other in any type of fiction. If you're a
female character, you're not allowed to have a female friend.
Right.
That's just how it works.
Right.
That's in the world.
In the world. So
it's totally true to life.
So everyone's praising her picture, and then Miss Piggy's ashamed of her picture because she thinks it's good, but her picture is really just a bunch of scribbles.
Yeah.
And they flash her picture up on screen, and I was like, Oh, wait a minute.
Wait.
So I'm going to put that picture on the screen right now. And ladies and gentlemen at home, you tell me what you see. Okay. So as we can see here, Miss Piggy has a very nice photo of what she's drawn. But if we move that a little bit,
can you put those right over your face?
Fuck you.
Like just drop them right on your forehead.
And we kind of zoom in a little bit here. Miss Piggy drew a big fat fucking cock.
See, now, I can see where you would get that. Because
there's a big fucking cock on my screen.
There are a couple of balls. There's what looks to be a shaft. The thing that I'm a little worried about is where it kind of pinches there in the middle.
Well, I mean, she's fucking 2 or whatever. You know, you gotta...
Well, now you're just going into a place where I don't even want to go into.
Yeah, so like I was like, wait a minute.
Do you think that was intentional, or do you think that was just like somebody scribbling? You're just plaster them.
So
throwing them up.
So here's the deal. Like, I went to Twitter.
Right.
And I tweeted at Disney Jr.
Right.
And at Disney. And I said, hey, looks like your animator snuck a little something in on Miss Piggy's drawing, right? Yeah. Hashtag inappropriate. No response.
Yeah.
Nothing. No acknowledgement. I wanted to be one of those motherfuckers that took a motherfucker down.
You wanted to be an angry mother.
I wanted to be an angry mother. I wanted people to know I care about my kids.
I'm sure they do.
No.
They just don't care that
I care about my kids.
That you care that much, yeah.
I'm just saying, in this fucking goddamn society of outrage, I can't get mine.
Oh, you're so oppressed.
Nobody cares about my feelings.
Nobody cares about your just fucking downfalls and your issues, yeah.
Yeah. It's a goddamn shame. I'm an American.
Sure.
You're an American.
Yeah.
People should watch the show more.
Okay.
Like, this is episode motherfucking 99.
Yeah.
99. But a bitch ain't one, as they say. Do you think we need a female co-host?
I don't know if we can maintain a female co-host. I don't think that they would want to be on this show.
I mean, that's fair. Episode 100.
Episode 100.
Next week.
We
need to come up with something good.
Come up with some games. Some callbacks.
Callbacks.
Some callbacks.
Wow, we could reminisce about the good old days when we were just audio.
Audio. A medium that nobody listens to anymore.
No. not at all. Yeah, so if you have any ideas for our 100th episode coming up next week, it's fucking amazing to think that we've wasted this much time. You can hit us up on Facebook at Brainwreck Show.
Mm-hmm. Send us an email, brainwreckshow@gmail.com, or find us on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter.
Everywhere.
The fucking YouTube, which you're watching us on right now. Subscribe. Find us everywhere, Brainwreck Show. Subscribe, like, share, comment. We're lonely.
We've been doing this for a while,
and
have gotten no love.
And sometimes we just like to talk to people.
I'm all out of love.
All right, just fucking hit the music.
I'm so lost without you.
How do I unplug? Can I unplug my mic?
So for this week, I've been Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this has been Brainwreck.